solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. What you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Sliding out of the pocket. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. First carry for Nick Chubb. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Out to his left. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lawrence will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Seven yards there and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Watson off play action. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Hey, exit.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, 44 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Here's Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 48 yards. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And again, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Nick Chubb stopped short, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Now a 2nd down and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, 60 yards. And the Jaguars have opened the lead up to 30. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jags continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 94 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story. Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This is Ford. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed. And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on. And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Jones. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
The Jaguars season will continue at least 1 more week as we say so long, everybody.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference
difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hey boy, you got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we